Hello everyone, I am Sai and welcome back to my channel Sai Tech Guru. In today's video, I'll try to discuss the top 5 frequently asked questions about the iQOO Z3 model. So these are the top 5 questions which are noted down in the paper, as you can see friends. In case if I miss any other points, so make sure to comment below. I'll try to cover those kind of questions in the next video. So instead of making individual videos for the iQOO Z3 model, I thought of including all 5 problems which the users are reported about the iQOO Z3 in one single video. I'll try to discuss about each and every category. So make sure to watch till end of the video friends. If you already bought the phone or if you're thinking of buying the phone, this video will be really helpful for you all. So first let's start with the first thing without wasting any time, which is the 4G plus issues. Yes, so iQOO Z3 is experiencing the 4G plus issues. You cannot get the 4G plus connection everywhere. For example, right now in the indoor condition inside my studio room, I cannot get the 4G plus in the iQOO Z3 device. Yes, so 4G plus is not functioning properly, but the 4G plus is working in other iQOO phones like iQOO. I do have the iQOO 3 and I do have the iQOO 7 and all the phones, and in every phone it's there, it's working. So not only premium segments, even the mid-range segments like the Realme Narzo 30 Pro, it's working, and Poco X3 also it's working. But only the iQOO Z3 indoor location, the JioSIM, it's not working. So I did try to use the mid-range segment mobile phones as well friends. So if you think I'm comparing only with the premium, that's not the case. Poco X3, you know the price, 15,000 rupees. It can get the 4G plus inside my room. Even the Realme Narzo, the connectivity is really good in those phones, but the 4G connectivity, I don't think that much kind of strong in the 4G plus. Yes, so a lot of users, they already reported me and they commented under plenty of my videos saying that the iQOO Z3 was unable to get the 4G plus. If you are living in the metropolitan city, you will not have any problem because you don't know this kind of problems unless you are living in the towns. So only then you will be able to face these issues. So first issue, even I am facing the same problem in my unit as well. Right now I did enable the 4G, but still I'm not getting the 4G plus. So next thing is the battery draining and the slow charging speed. Yes, so in terms of the battery draining, I did not have much kind of problem regarding the battery draining on this phone. So basically I need to use this phone for the next couple of days and I need to test it, but till now I did not have any issues regarding the battery backup in this phone. But even the slow charging, the phone took about 50 minutes to completely charge. So that's another good advantage, but you need to maintain really low temperatures to charge the phone faster. Yes, same problem with the other iQOO phones. So where if the surrounding temperature is really high, so that will definitely affect the slow speed charging in the phone. So you try to keep the temperatures really low, close to 30 degrees, then the fast charging will definitely happen and it will charge within close to 50 minutes of time. And battery draining, you need to do something, maybe try to use in the 90 Hz refresh rate and try to see, so instead of 120 Hz. So this is another flexibility is there for us to use the 90 Hz as well. In case if you want to save a little bit kind of battery, you can even try to use the 90 Hz as well. So next is a heating problem. So in my testing at my unit after the recent update, I did not have any kind of problem regarding the heating. So it was as normal as before as well. So there's not much heating is going on. Even when I do the anode benchmark test or maybe CPU throttling test, the heating problems is not there in the iQOO Z3 in my unit. I'm saying in my unit it's not there that much. I did not notice that much of heating issues in my unit. So maybe some of the users, they are really facing this kind of heating issue. So make sure to comment below if you are the one of that kind of user. So next is the display is not that great, and some people, they did complain that display looks kind of really dull. So further, try to do these things. So try to go to the display and try to go to the screen colors and try to select the bright instead of standard. Try to select the bright. So what happens is that slightly the colors will become slightly saturated and it will look really good to watch. So maybe try to use this option, bright one. That's another thing which you can actually do it. So apart from that, we cannot do anything friends, because basically the phone comes with the IPS LCD panel. So it's kind of hardware thing which cannot be solved even with the software. There's no solution for that apart from doing little bit kind of adjustment. So that is the one which you can actually do it. So next is regarding the camera. So regarding the camera, a lot of people that did complain me that the back camera is not that great, why it's like that. But in my testing, I did find out like it's not that great, but kind of okay, I would say. Maybe out of 5 I would give the 3 star, I would say. Some people they did like, some people they did not like the camera overall. So even I did the side-by-side comparison with the 48 megapixel camera from the iQOO 7 device. So make sure to check that video. So in that video, you will definitely find that iQOO 7 has got slightly more bright images from the rear camera. Yes, from the backside camera. That is what I did find out in the iQOO 7 device when I tried to do the testing. So even when I try to zoom it into the subject or anything, the slightly better I did find in the iQOO, but not in this phone's little bit, but not much. So these are the another things most of the users did give me the complaints. Even the front camera, as you can see, front camera is also not, it's kind of okay I would say, but not that great, but kind of okay because I don't have any problem. So these problems out of this 5, I am facing only first problem. only first problem I'm facing, and rest of the problems were reported by my users who are actually using the iQOO Z3 device. Only they reported this kind of problems, not me. But only first problem I am having the problem. That is why I did highlight the first time. So these are the top 5 frequently asked questions on the iQOO Z3 device. I think hopefully you got a solution and you got an answer as well. In some case we need to wait for the software update to fix some things like heating problems and draining problems. This can be maybe fixed with the software issues. So thank you for watching this video, friends. If I miss any other points, so make sure to let me know in the comment section below, and see you in the next video, friends. Until then, stay tuned for more updates. Bye.